Hello everyone, Reza here. In this video, we will learn how to trigger a flow when a SharePoint column value changes. We will explore different options, set the current and previous value of the column, and a lot more. So let's check this video out in action. I have an asset manager list in SharePoint that has details about assets that my organization has procured. Our goal is to trigger a notification whenever a column value changes. For the demo, I'll focus on the status column of my list. This is a choice column that has 3 values. So whenever the status column changes, I would like to get a notification email. Before we jump to Power Automate, in SharePoint itself, Automate, we have a feature called Rules. Here, I can create a rule based on a condition. For example, when an item is modified. So if the item is modified and if my status column changes and the new value is, we have various options to choose from here. I need a notification if the status changes to any value. So I'll pick anything and then send an email to myself. I'll create the rule. The rule is created and on. Let's change the status of this one to in repair. Status got updated. The item got modified. I'll get a notification email that comes from SharePoint Online. The item was updated in, that's the name of my list. It says the status changed to in repair. And it has a link that will take me to that item whose status got modified. However, with Power Automate, we can do a lot more. Start an approval process, track changes, what was the previous value, what's the new value, and a lot more. Let's create our flow. In Power Automate, I'll pick Automated Cloud Flow. I'll skip. It takes me directly into the flow designer. Let's add a trigger for the flow. We'll search for SharePoint. These are the list of triggers available. I want the flow to trigger only when an item is modified. There is no when an item is modified trigger. There is one that is a combination of when an item is created or modified. So I'll go and pick this. I'll pick my SharePoint site. I'll pick my SharePoint list. Our goal is to trigger the flow only when the item is modified. How do I differentiate between created and modified? Back to the SharePoint list. One of the powerful features of SharePoint is versioning, wherein it maintains a version history of the item when the item gets created, and whenever the item gets modified, a new version is generated. To ensure that you are taking advantage of that feature, go to your list settings, go to versioning settings, and make sure that create a version is turned on. New lists and libraries have this feature on by default. And with versioning enabled, if I pick this item for an example, I can explore its version history. Version number, modified date, what was changed, who did it. The first version, 1.0, is when the item is created. So I can pick the version number to distinguish between an item being created versus an item being modified. So in my flow, I'll want to frame an expression that can check the version number. To write that expression, I'll go and insert a compose action. In the input, I'll go to expression. I'll use the function not. Within this, equals. And in equals, I can do a comparison. I need the version number. I can get that from dynamic content. I'll search for version. Here's version number. Comma. The second property of equals in single quotes 1.0. That's my expression. I'll click add. It adds the expression. If you click on it, it will show you the expression. Let's copy this. Control A, Control C. Let's go to the trigger action. Go to settings. And under trigger conditions, let's go ahead and paste that formula. Whenever we write trigger conditions, it should begin with at. It will only trigger when the item is modified. And we can test this out. I'll save the flow. Back to my SharePoint list. This item, I'll change its status to available. So I modified an item. And I'll create a sample asset. If we explore the run history of the flow only triggered once. This is for the updated item. To confirm, edit columns. I'll show the title of the item here. SP2700. That's the item that I modified. The flow did not trigger for the item that I created. I only want the flow to trigger when the status column changes. However, there is no option with the SharePoint trigger here for us to check the version history of the item in the trigger condition in order for us to see if a particular column value has truly been updated. So what we would have to do is once the flow triggers, then we would have to go and check for changes. In SharePoint, there is an action called get changes for an item or a file. I'll pick my SharePoint site and SharePoint list. I need the ID of the item. That will come from my trigger. Since here, all I have to provide is the trigger window start token. Let's check it out. I'll test this based on the previous run. The get changes action. If we explore the outputs, the latest version is 7. The previous version was 6. Plus, it will list out all the columns that have changed since that previous version. And notice the only column that I had changed was the status column. So for status, column has changed is true. All I have to do here is add a condition in the flow to check to see if the status column value has changed. And if yes, then I would like to take certain actions. I'll edit the flow, add a condition. The condition is dynamic content. I'll search status. Has the value changed for the column status? I'll select this and I have to ensure this is equal to true. True needs to be the expression true. If yes, then I can take actions in my flow. For the purpose of the demo, I'll send a notification email. I'll use the send an email action to send myself an email. Subject, status value updated for asset. I'll provide the title of the asset here. And in the body, status value for asset has been updated to I search for status, from the trigger, I have the value. This will be the latest value. So I'll pick this, save my flow. Let's test this out. This asset, I'll change its status to in repair. So a modification has been made. Status has been updated. The flow triggered for that item and succeeded. Here is the email that I have received. Status value has been updated to in repair. Let's level up. How about sending the previous value of the status as well in the notification? So let's edit the flow. In the condition, before sending the email, I would like to get the values of the previous version. And to do that, we will have to call the SharePoint REST API. I'll use the send an HTTP request to SharePoint action, connect to my SharePoint site, URI, API web lists get by title. In single quotes, I need to put the title of my list. I'll copy and paste to avoid errors. / items. In brackets, I need to put the item ID that I can get dynamically from the trigger. / versions. Here in brackets, here I need the version ID. If I go to dynamic content and search for version, the get changes action gives out dynamic content. One of it is since version number. That's the earlier version. If I select this, it puts out the expression. Now, if I hover over this, you will note that it uses the label of the version. I don't need the label, I need the ID. Dynamic content does not give that, but if I highlight this to select it, Control C, copy this, delete it. I have it copied on my clipboard. I'll go to expression, paste it. Remove the initial 2 characters, remove the last character. The only change we have to make here is instead of label, we say since version ID. I caps D lowercase. Add. Done. This will get us all the column values for the previous version. Let's test this out. I'll use the previous successful flow run for testing. The flow triggers. The send an HTTP request action is successful. Show raw outputs. The body attribute has a property D, which is an object that has all the details we need. These are all the columns from that SharePoint list as well as their values. I am interested in status. Here it is. Let's edit the flow. Status value for asset has been updated to, right after this, previous value. I would like to show that. Expression, dynamic content. I'll pick the body of send an HTTP request to SharePoint action. Question mark, square brackets in single quotes, D. Remember that JSON structure? Body D, question mark, square brackets and single quotes, status. This will give me the previous value. Add. Done. We can also go to code view. This is HTML. I'll make it bold. Save my flow. Let's test it out. The flow triggers, completes. Here is the latest email that I have received. status value for the asset has been updated to in repair. The previous value was available. We can test this out. If I make changes, the flow will trigger for every update. However, it will check if the status has truly changed and only then take an action. For this item, I'll change the status to available and save. LT8320. The flow triggers, and here is the email. I changed the status to available from in use. Let's say I only want to trigger the flow if the status changes to in repair or available or whatever your criteria is. And for that, we can take the help of trigger conditions. Apart from this, I can frame additional criteria. This compose action I only added so that I can write my expressions in the expression editor. So let's go and write another expression here. The status changes to, let's say, in repair. I'll use the equals expression function. The first attribute will be dynamic content. Status is a choice column. I want its value. So status value is this equals, in single quotes, I have to give the exact value, case sensitive, in repair. Add, the expression is valid. Control A, Control C, copy it. Go to the trigger, settings, trigger conditions. I'll add another condition, which is that expression. We need to make sure it begins with the @ symbol here. Done. Save. Now the flow will only trigger when an item is modified thanks to condition 1 and the latest value is in repair. Let's confirm this. SP2700, I'll change this to in repair. AC7320, I'll change it to available. So I have modified 2 items. But the flow now will only trigger for SP2700 because the status is in repair. I'll refresh the flow run history. The flow triggered only for SP2700 because the latest value is in repair and I only wanted to trigger the flow for that scenario. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching.